Um, this is our first ever virtual meeting. This is going to be super magical. I'm really excited to allow this to come to fruition. Bear with me if there's any technical issues or sound issues. As time goes on, we will rectify anything that comes up. But for now, I hope that this comes to play in the way that I wanted it to. So this is our chakra balancing and healing workshop. We are going to be navigating each chakra once a week. So we're going to start from the bottom and work our way up and explore what it looks like to have an unbalanced chakra, what it looks like when it is imbalanced, and what we can do to balance our chakras. We're going to do a little bit of talking about what that means, and then I will invite you to come into a comfortable position for a short sound bath. All this information is going to be provided in your replay library, and along with some journal prompts and some other educational stuff for you. So let's get started. Today we're going to be talking about the root chakra. The root chakra is at the base of your spine, right where your pelvis meets the floor, if you were to sit on the floor. This chakra is based in your grounding of yourself. So how grounded you feel, how secure you feel, how in tune with yourself you feel. It is called the base chakra. So literally think of it as your tree trunk. If you can see behind me, this is your base. It's where you are rooted into the ground, into Mother Nature and into yourself. So I will be showing you the mudra that you can use to activate the root chakra through your own personal meditation. You can use this during our sound healing. You can use it in a moment when you feel really uncentered or like you're not grounded or you're feeling a little bit lost. Use this mudra anytime. It's super simple. We're going to open up our hands. You're going to take your ring finger and your thumb and press them together. And then you're going to connect your pinky. So what's left is a peace sign, okay? I personally like to put my hands, you can't see me at this point, but put my hands down on my knees when I'm in meditation. But the closer that they are to your root chakra, the better. You could kind of rest your arms. If you're in easy seat, you could rest your arms down and have them kind of floating on your shins. Or you can keep them right here in your lap, so to speak. So anytime you need to feel grounded, you can come back to this mudra. Again, it's your thumb, ring, and pinky finger together, making a peace sign flipped upward. If you're really feeling like you need to ground, you can flip your hands to where your hands are going towards the ground. In meditation, having your hands upward means you're receiving. If they're down, that means that you're grounding down. So you can really use it either way. I personally like to receive, even if I am trying to ground, because I am asking spirit for guidance in my meditation. So I'm going to open myself up to receival. That's just the way that I do it. You're totally welcome to do it any way that you want. So a balanced root chakra, feeling secure, grounded and stable, feeling at ease in your body and who you are, feelings of authenticity, being grounded in that feeling of like, I know who I am, I know what I stand for, I stand true in my morals and values, and I'm unwavering in that. Rooted in the present moment, really truly being able to be present in any given moment. I know it can be really difficult in our world today where there's so much input. There's so much going on. We live in a very busy world where we're kind of told to be seeking outside validation. There's technology distracting us. If you're a parent, your child's needs, your needs of your family, the needs of your job, whatever that looks like, there's a lot of demand right now. And we can do everything that we can to remove ourselves from those societal expectations. But even for me in my home, I can definitely find myself sitting on the couch with my kids, but being a million miles away. So really bringing yourself back to that present moment. And especially, I know there's a lot of us on the spiritual path where when we're faced with emotions that we're not comfortable with, or situations that we feel uncomfortable with, or that there's some tension, or we don't have the emotional capacity to hold that emotion, there's definitely going to be a level of dissociation with that, where we can't be present in that moment and truly hold that emotion. And learning how to hold an emotion, regardless of what that looks like, is a skill. And it's a skill that even as us seasoned light workers have to practice on a regular basis. So learning to how to be truly present in the moment, that's going to truly root you in your root chakra. Confident in self, having self-discipline. Again, that's with that authenticity, being rooted in truly knowing who you are, what makes you you, and not being afraid of that, not having any shame about that. Those are some characteristics of a balanced root chakra. Feeling imbalanced in your root chakra, insecure, anxious, depressed, restless, disconnected, those are all signs of an unbalanced root chakra. Fear, greed, disassociation, survival mode. Anytime you're feeling any of those, there's definitely some work to do in that moment for your grounding. Some physical symptoms that can come along with that: insomnia, bowel issues, fatigue, anything in the lower body, the lower extremities, and your immune system. So anything basically from the belly button down can be heavily affected physically when the root chakra is unbalanced. That can present in a lot of different ways: nerve pain, sciatica, again, bowel issues, IBS, even some autoimmune diseases, foot cramps, maybe when something, if you're really, really aware of yourself, and anytime you're in a certain tense situation and your back locks up or your hips start to hurt, that's a perfect moment of awareness that your root chakra is wavering, right? And that's not a bad thing. It happens to all of us. Simply being aware of that and saying, okay, I'm having physical symptoms of my root chakra. What can I do to ground myself right now? And sometimes that can be breathing techniques. Sometimes it can be using your mudra. Ways that you can balance your root chakra: going out in nature, yoga, movement in general, dancing, even Pilates, anything that's moving your body in a very fluid manner, because what you want to do is almost polarize your chakras. So you want to truly root down. Take your shoes and socks off and go walk outside on the concrete, in the grass, whatever it is. Just go outside and talk to the trees. There's a lot of ways that you can find grounding in your root chakra, especially in nature. Go, sit in the sun and do a little meditation. Really, really, really beneficial. Anything having to do with Mother Nature, connecting that root chakra like a tree trunk, like the roots of the trees into the ground. I can very much visualize that and instantly feel more grounded. If I'm feeling flighty or disconnected in any way, I can simply go to any spot, especially out in nature, and just imagine myself as a tree and my roots literally growing into the ground, like just growing through the soil at a very fast rate until I feel so secure that no amount of wind can shake me. That is what I want to feel like. If I can move through life feeling like that, then that's the ultimate goal for me. So some foods that can help balance your root chakra. Anything red. So red is the color of the root chakra. Foods you can eat are, strawberries, raspberries, beets, anything that's going to have a red color to it. And then root vegetables. Potatoes, carrots, parsnips, turnips, sweet potatoes, yams, any kind of root vegetable, preferably cooked, so that it's easily digestible. That you could literally go, if you're feeling ungrounded, go into your kitchen, cook up some potatoes and carrots, saute them in a pan, sit down, just eat a meal and imagine yourself grounding down, and I'm pretty confident you're going to feel super great after that. Crystals that can help with your root chakra. Again, anything red. Garnet, red moonstone. I don't know my crystals as well as I do the other things, but I'm sure I can put out a list for you guys. Oils that can help. Frankincense, myrrh, copaiba, black pepper, clove, anything that's almost spicy or wintry, can definitely help you feel a little bit more grounded, okay? Before we get started with the sound, I'm going to invite you to come into the present moment. I'm going to take a second to reposition my camera so that you can see my bowls while I'm playing. So I'm going to be pretty far away, and I will perfect this over time, don't worry. I'm going to open up the space of this healing with a chant. I'm going to chant LAM, which is the mantra for the root chakra. You are more than welcome to join me in your own space, or you can simply accept my voice as an invitation to open up this session. I do want you to start to find yourself a comfortable spot, whether that's seated, whether it's laying down. You can have your eyes closed, you can have your eyes open. Sound healing is incredibly individualized, so you will be truly coming into this in whatever way that it feels good for you. Try different methods, see what works for you. Some people like a dark room, some people like a ton of sunlight on them. Over our time together, I want you to truly find what works best for you. And try not to be ideal about it either. This program is designed for people who have busy lives, who have multiple kids, who might only be able to do this on their lunch break or late at night. This is truly designed for anytime, anywhere for you. So keeping in mind of finding out what works for you and also being able to utilize that wherever you are. I frequently meditate when I'm sitting in my car before I go into work. There's two things I always do before I go into work, is I always sit with the intention of protecting my energy while also being able to spread my energy. I'm not much for protection spells. I'm definitely more of a share my light kind of person. But because I work with the public, it is important for me to protect my energy and so that I'm not absorbing a lot of other people's energy. And I always do a little bit of breath work. I will find some breath work connected to the root chakra and put the link with the video. And utilizing that whenever you have a moment. I often feel ungrounded when it's, the witching hour, my kids are crazy, I'm done with the day, I'm overstimulated, I'm overwhelmed, I want everyone to just be quiet. And really that's not fair for them, because their joy is from being kids. It's their job to be on this earth and have a good time. And I would never want to take that away from them. But as a mom, I often feel the need to reground myself. And so a lot of times I can use simple breathing techniques in order to get myself there. Even if I'm still standing in my kitchen cooking dinner, doing the dishes, changing a diaper, whatever the case may be. So Let's take a minute to get adjusted here. Okay. I'm only going to work with a couple different bowls today because we are focusing on the root chakra. So we've got the root chakra bowl here. This is in the C note. And we're going to use this Tibetan metal bowl that is also in C note. Again, they're going to have different sounds because they're made of different materials, clearly. And I'm utilizing some of my other tools during this meditation. So as you find yourself in your peaceful space, I want you to start focusing on your breathing. Maybe count how long it takes you to get a full breath in. So as you inhale, fill your belly, fill your chest, fill your heart with breath. And how many seconds does it take for you to get to the top? Is it 3, 4, 5? And as you exhale, feel the breath leave your chest, leave your belly, and shoot down into your root chakra. Really grounding down into the earth, like those roots of the tree we had talked about. Find your mudra. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths, followed by a mantra. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. As you're focused on your breath, I want you to find yourself in your peaceful space. That could be imagining yourself sitting by the ocean on a sandy beach. It could be in a hammock in the middle of a forest with the sun peeking through the trees, feeling the warmth on your skin. It could be in your bathtub with bubbles all around you, your favorite candles, and silence. Just find yourself there. Become very aware of the feelings, the sensations you have from that special place. Imagine the warmth on your skin from the sun. Imagine the scent of those candles. Whatever that looks like for you, find your place. Open up all your senses to that spot, like as if you were there right now. Continue to focus on your breathing. And allow yourself to just be. have any wounds connected to your root chakra, I invite you to visualize a ball of red light right at the base of your spine. As you breathe in and out, you can imagine it pulsing brighter, dimmer, or you can imagine it one big ball of light. And use this energy to activate any healing that needs to take place. Allow it to truly transmute and dissolve whatever wounds you're dealing with, whatever physical trauma that may be existing for you. Allow it to take those cells and regenerate them. Dissolve all of the dis-ease of the body and the dis-ease of the mind. And use your ball of red light wherever you need to. Allow it to travel throughout your legs, your feet, your pelvis, your spine. And once you feel it has done its work, you can simply thank it and allow it to exit out of you down into the earth, dissolving all of that pain, all of that trauma, and it's simply dissipating into the earth. And just be. as you hear my voice, I wanted to bring you back to your physical body. Bring attention to your breath. Feel your belly and your chest rise and lower as you breathe in and out. Become aware of your senses of the room that you are in. The sights, the sounds, the smells. Slowly come back to the present moment. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Shake your legs a little bit. Take a really big inhale and exit out of your mouth as if you're allowing anything left that is stuck or holding on to exit. I'm going to close this energy with a lum. Namaste. I am so happy to be here in this energy with you today. And I very much look forward to next week's topic of the sacral chakra. Feel free to do your own research in the meantime and find out more about that. And I'll see y'all on the flip side.